Not all films or TV shows are perfectly cast from day one, and even if the cast is right, sometimes a controversy trips it all up. 2019 was a year when a lot of major projects were announced and their cast list revealed, but some of these revelations or exits of people from popular projects made all the headlines. Here are the 10 biggest casting controversies of 2019. At number 10, we have the casting of Lashana Lynch as the new 007 in the upcoming Bond film No Time to Die. In a first of audiences who see the mantle of Bond passed on to a woman, many fans of the franchise were up in arms online with the decision of seeing a primarily male character now being played differently by a woman. Of course, there was enough of a support rallying in Lynch's favor, including former 007 Pierce Brosnan, who was glad to see a female Bond take the reins. And with the trailer out, audiences finally know it wasn't a misplaced choice. At number 9, we have the rumor that Harry Styles was going to be cast as Prince Eric in the live-action remake of Little Mermaid. The rumor circulated for a long time in the air supply until Harry himself made a declaration that he turned the role down after a round of talks. His reason? The former One Direction band member said, "I want to put music out and focus on that for a while." At number 8 is the hire and fire story of Shane Gillis for Saturday Night Live. The story goes that Shane was hired for his comedic talent and strong audition and was set to join the fall season of SNL as announced in September. But within a week of his hiring onto the show, a spokesperson for SNL creator Lorne Michaels said that Shane would not be joining the show. Soon after the news of him being hired broke out, a video went viral that showed Shane making racist slurs and joking about the Chinese accent. The SNL statement said, "The language he used is offensive, hurtful, and unacceptable. We are sorry that we did not see these clips earlier and that our vetting process was not up to our standard." Shane, seemingly immune to the decision, said that while he respected their decision, he always considered himself a mad TV guy anyway. Coming in at number 7 is Jussie Smollett, who was left out of the 6th and final season of Empire. He was part of the OG cast playing Jamal Leon, who deals with his sexuality as he builds his music career under his autocratic and famous father. But given Jussie's legal battle against the city of Chicago for allegedly fabricating a racist hate crime against him to gain sympathy, he wasn't asked to return to the show. The final season of Empire addressed his departure in a one-line scene that said he'd moved to London for a chance at a different life. At number 6 is the controversial ouster of Jeffrey Tambor from Amazon's Transparent. Tambor was the star of the show as Maura, but when he faced allegations of sexual harassment from 2 members of the show, production for Transparent was halted until a decision regarding him could be made. Finally, Tambor was cast out of the show, and the final season of Transparent was just a 2-hour musical finale celebrating Maura aka Mort's death. And at number 5 is a controversy that may have occurred many years ago but only came to light in 2019. And that was the possibility of casting Julia Roberts as the African-American abolitionist Harriet Tubman in the 2019 release Harriet. According to writer Gregory Allen Howard, when he developed the project in the 1990s, a Hollywood executive asked him to cast Julia Roberts in the lead role. When it was contested, and rightly so, the exec reportedly said, "It was so long ago, no one is going to know the difference." Thankfully, good sense prevailed despite the delay in the project, and Cynthia Erivo landed the part. At number 4 is yet another hire and fire story, this time with Kevin Hart as the host of the 2019 Oscars. While Hart was signed on to host the Academy Awards, a series of his homophobic tweets resurfaced, causing the Academy to rescind their offer. At first, he refused to apologize, then he said sorry, and then issued a final apology in January 2019, saying he was done talking about his past, even after Ellen DeGeneres, previously an Oscar host herself, asked Hart to reconsider his stance and host away. Finally, the Oscars went without a host, which we're hoping won't be the case for 2020. Then we have at number 3 the controversial firing of judges Gabrielle Union and Julian Hugh from America's Got Talent. After just one season as hosts, the ladies were asked to exit the program and their contracts weren't renewed. It then came to light that Union and Hugh had raised a hue and cry about the toxic work culture on the AGT sets, and that ticked some higher-ups off. NBC shared that after the scandalous outbreak, they had a long sit-down with Union and were still open to talks and would lead an investigation into the red flag she raised. What's next? Coming in at number 2 is the casting of Jonah Hill in the upcoming Batman movie starring Robert Pattinson as the Caped Crusader. Apparently, Jonah was always a shoo-in for the new Batman film by Matt Reeves, and that it was a collaboration waiting to happen. But when the cast lists were announced and it was rumored that Jonah would play either the Riddler or the Penguin, turns out Jonah managed to walk away from the project for reasons unknown. The roles then went to Paul Dano and Colin Farrell, respectively. And at number 1 is the massive controversy that ensued when Halle Bailey was cast as Ariel in the live-action remake of The Little Mermaid. Fans of the original film were displeased at the casting of the 19-year-old because she apparently looked nothing like the original Ariel, who was drawn white. So much so that netizens began to campaign against her casting by using the hashtag #NotMyAriel. But eventually, Halle Bailey emerged the bigger person in it all and said that she didn't pay heed to the backlash and that the role was much bigger than herself. She told Variety, "It's going to be beautiful and I'm just so excited to be a part of it." So, which of these controversies caught your attention in 2019? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to check out all our other content too, and don't forget to subscribe.